Drinking bars and nightclubs have been directed to remain closed as part of efforts to curb the spread of COVID-19. Ahead of the decision, we sought to find out how prepared facilities in the hospitality industry are should a restriction on social gathering be lifted. Before the outbreak of COVID-19 in Ghana, the Airport nightclub and pub located in Osu was hugely patronized. It has been closed to business for over a month. CEO of the facility, Edward Pani Otu, tells us he plans to reduce the seating capacity of the club.
We will only take, let's say, 25 to 40 people so that we maintain sanity. I don't want a case where one may be affected.
Arrangements at the upper terrace and eatery have also been limited to a 9-table set arrangement instead of the usual 25-table set.
We are not joking at all because no one wants to die. So this time it's not about customer rights, it's about restriction.
Preparations for a post-restriction era at the Country Kitchen restaurant also in Osu was no different.
So when they come and they are like 3, 4, we make them sit over here. But like one will sit here, one will sit here, one will sit here, and one will sit over there in order to observe the social distance. Yeah. That is why we have not laid anything on it. So when the customer comes inside, he knows that this particular one, they are not supposed to sit.
However, operators at the China House fast food restaurant say they are not ready to take a risk. Assistant Chef Eric Aniewu says the eatery plans to wait even after restrictions are eased before allowing patrons in.
Even though they like to sit to eat, but because of the restriction, we can't allow them to sit. You don't have any choice because it's a life and death.
There were mixed reactions from patrons about lifting the restriction on social gatherings.
I'll be very hesitant to move out into normalcy. I'm not sure I'll be able to do a lot of things.
I miss the school environment, but the other part of me is scared about what's going to happen when students gather back together in the classroom. Am I going to get infected? Am I going to probably die?
Executive Director of the Bureau of Public Safety, Nanayao Akwada, is not enthused with preparations towards easing restrictions. He has called on government to proceed with caution.
If we do not review our case or management regime to increase the rate of recovery from the paltry 10% to somewhere in the range of 40%, any attempt to ease restrictions further could be very disastrous. We understand life must go on, but it must go on within a very necessary framework.
Stakeholders in the various sectors of the economy are already being engaged to deliberate on safety measures that would not compromise the health of citizens when the ban on social gathering is lifted.